We got like 10 minutes of the stream left. There was one short video. There was one very short one we could check out, but yeah, no, I didn't realize that Martin was that big now. Like, I as I've said before, I'm mainly like a clip watcher for stuff, so I kind of lose track of how big people's channels actually are. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with what's been going on here. Okay, we'll watch a short one, and that'll be the end for today. The communist car. A car made of cardboard. The Trabant. We love communism. This car is notoriously a piece of shit, by the way. Like, there is nothing redeemable about this car. It's just a piece of shit.
What do you get when you cross Mr. Bean with communism? You get a Trabant.
What the fuck is that color?
This is my 1970.
He's so fucking small. Wait, is he like really tall, or is it actually just that small?
Trabant. They're a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke car.
That's a motorbike. So no. Sorry, that's not that's not an engine that a car has. That's a
Trabant. They're a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke car.
That's no. That's what you put in a lawnmower.
It's about 600 cc.
Again, like I said, that's a motorbike.
And it only has 25 horsepower.
That's far. Wait. That's more horsepower than we saw with the G Wiz. You know what? It might be. Maybe it's a better car. It's not, but maybe.
These cars, they were produced in Eastern Germany, a country which doesn't exist anymore. They're horrible, they're slow, they're made of cardboard, but they've got a lot of charm. During World War II, the Soviets arrived in Berlin first, capturing the capital. Germany was divided up between the Allies. However, Joseph Stalin didn't really intend on leaving Germany. In fact, he pretty much occupied every country in the East. East Germany during the 50s was in economic turmoil. While the rest of the West focused on rebuilding, the East exported most of its heavy industry back to the Soviets.
Somebody's really in the mood for car video. I actually watched a lot of car content outside of stream.
Leaving East Germans with nothing. There was a growing need for affordable transportation during these times, and the Trabant was eventually born. The most famous variant was born in 1963, the 601. This ran production until 1991 and stopped.
Just make sure we're clear on that again.
63, the 601. This ran production until 1991 and
the car ran in production from 63 to 91. 28 years of one car is not what happens with a car.
Stopped as it couldn't compete with West.
I will say though, they do have a surprising range of colors. Modern cars, you just get fucking white, grey, and maybe a blue if you're lucky.
And vehicles. It gained
black
its
as well.
notoriety after the fall of the Berlin Wall, when tens of thousands of them flooded the streets of the West. Many people simply abandoned them. Some people tried to scrap them, but you can't scrap their cardboard body. That's enough of history for now. Let's get back onto my Trabant. Now, before you set off, there's a few little quirky things with these cars that you've got to consider that's a bit different to your conventional car today.
It's
now, this
got a motorbike engine.
Very basic. It's air-cooled, which means there's no radiator, no fancy cooling system, and there's also no sump, no engine oil. Now, you might be wondering, how do you lubricate the engine? Well, the engine oil goes in your fuel tank.
Sorry?
Because it's two-stroke.
Right, of course.
Now, conveniently placed in my engine bay is a bottle of two-stroke oil and a little measuring jug. So every time you go to the fuel station, you pop the bonnet, fill it up with fuel, check how much petrol you put in, and then put your oil in. And conveniently placed is a very important tool. This is your dipstick. Of course, there's no fuel gauge. You stick this in your tank, and it tells you
Who needs a fuel gauge when you have a dipstick?
How much fuel you've got. You also use this to mix the oil into your fuel as well.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
As I said, this is a lawnmower. This is a lawnmower. This is a motorbike. This is not a car.
Let's go for a drive. Now, as you can probably imagine, these cars weren't really designed for someone
Okay, no, he is really tall.
of my size. It's very basic inside. The only gauge that you've got is a speedometer. Down here, you've got your wipers, you've got your lights, you've got your hazards. Now, one
Wow, you get hazard. Impressive.
very funny thing about these cars is it does actually have a washer for your windscreen, but it's hand operated. You have to pump it up to squirt water onto your windscreen. Now, probably one of the weirdest parts about
Again, this was produced until the 90s.
driving this car is the gears selector. Now, this is your gear stick.
Right.
It's a column shift. It's a very bizarre operation method. I don't have the original sticker that shows you how to do it, but I'll put that on the screen.
What the fuck? Okay.
Magically. Now, the way to operate it is all the way down is reverse, back and down is first, straight up for second, back one and down for third, and up for fourth.
That's
Even though it's
gross.
fourth, it doesn't mean it goes fast. Right, here we go. Let's go for a little drive, shall we?
It looks like it goes fast. I don't think it is, though. It moves, yes.
Now, there's something very important I forgot to mention about driving these, and it's to do with the gearbox.
Right.
Now, if you're familiar with two-strokes, you'll know what a free-rolling gear is.
I just realized he said the only thing there is the speedometer. You don't have an RPM gauge, so you just gotta wing it with switching gears. Okay? I'm sure that's never caused any problems.
And if you aren't, essentially, because the oil that is put in the fuel tank is lubricating the cylinder walls, you want it to constantly have fuel. Now, if you engine brake a car, obviously that is cutting the fuel off to the cylinder.
Right.
Well, if you do this with a two-stroke engine, you're going to seize the engine. Now, in a Trabant, the only gear that has free rolling is fourth gear, which means in first, second and third, you cannot coast it. You have to pop it into neutral and then roll along, because if you don't, you'll seize the engine. Now, I did a lot of research on why they designed it this way and why the Trabant doesn't have free rolling gears in first, second and third. And it's because it's an awful design and it's cheaper.
Yeah, is that right?
My friend Harry
Oh my
had a
God.
very good explanation of how driving a Trabant sounds. He described it as getting a hamster ball, filling it with marbles, and shaking it as hard as possible. And I'd say that's a pretty accurate representation.
No one's gonna steal it. You're all good. Fucking goodish, brother.
Now, Trabants, you either love them or hate them. And personally, I love them. This is actually my second Trabant. The first one I bought was in Hungary. And a lot of my subscribers got very pissed off with me the last time I bought a Trabant because I didn't know how to drive it, I didn't know how to work on it, and I ended up blowing it up. I seized the engine after driving it all the way from Hungary back to Calais in France. However, this one, I feel like I've got my pilot's license now and I'm ready to fly. Cheers.
Immediately seizes the engine. I would not take a corner that fast in that thing. It's not even fast, I just don't trust it.
So there you have it, by Trabant. Now, if you want a chance at winning this exact Trabant,
Ooh.
head on down below and click the link.
Is he doing a giveaway? No, you're not doing a giveaway for a fucking Trabant.
I'm hosting a raffle, and this car is going to be going away to one of my subscribers.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, man. Okay, well. Sure. Win it and ship it to SA. I'm good. I am definitely good. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So, tomorrow we do more Shenmue. If you've not seen today's video, go and check that out. And, yeah.